up, guys? Welcome to T Wrestling. We got our first real pay-per-view, I guess, of
We're back.
WWE. And we got Tim here.
Hello.
And we are on thin ice with WWE. So this is going to be one of the
Might be the
pay-per-views that might be the last for WWE, at least for a while.
Yeah.
We'll see.
At the same time, I mean, it is the Rumble. The Rumble is the best pay-per-view in any wrestling federation anywhere. So.
I mean, this is where, like, the storylines can begin.
Yep.
You know?
And again, the Rumble match. There's just something special about the Royal. It's not the only, like, multi-man or the only Battle Royal match, but there is just something about the Royal Rumble. Ever since the very first one, when I was, I think, 8, it's just been my favorite.
I mean, I always like the Royal Rumble because I always like the surprises that people come back. You don't know who's gonna come back, who's gonna show up, who's gonna like become one, who's gonna become 30. It's just it's a great surprise.
You know, who's gonna forward their own feud? Who's gonna start something?
Right?
How is Kofi going to escape being?
What tag team partner's gonna backstab who? You know, it's this.
Yeah, exactly. How is Kofi not going to get eliminated?
Right? Like what kind of
for 30 seconds?
Right?
Naomi the same on the women's side.
Well, yeah, this is one of my favorites, and obviously it's one of Tim's.
Absolutely.
And also, it's on Saturday, and it's Tim's birthday Saturday. Yay!
It is!
He's gonna be 92 years
92.
old. Yay!
Yes! Thank you. I'm old. I'm very old.
Yay, Social Security, here he comes. Alright, well, let's start. We'll start off with the boring ones first.
Yeah.
We
The
got
things that are not the actual Rumble.
Right. So we got...
The matches we have to get through to
Can I
to
get
the
through this?
exciting
So you
bit.
just head up?
I'm 92. I can do whatever I want.
No, whatever. My God, drop dead already.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Alright, so we got WWE Championship. Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley.
This is one of those
Somebody
matches
will win and somebody will lose next match.
Yeah. This is one of those matches that, one, I have absolutely no particular interest in. I actually think they have done a pretty good job at making Brock Lesnar interesting the last couple of months. It's just that it's too little too late for me, and you couldn't make me care about Bobby Lashley if he banged
you tried?
my sister. I mean, you couldn't pay me to be interested in Bobby Lashley. It's really that simple.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the same way. I feel like it's too little, too late. You have so many opportunities to do this match, and you want to wait now.
Now,
today,
with Brock as champion instead. Oh, no, that's just so much wrong.
I mean, I think it would have been a great match without the belt. But with the belt, it just pisses me off.
That's why I'm so confused. I don't understand why they need the belt for this thing.
They don't.
But, you know, WWE and decisions lately. If they're smart, they're going to let it go to shenanigans. And a non-decision, probably a disqualification, so they can drag it out for Mania. This could be a good end of day, either end of or first match, day one Mania.
Yeah, I can see that. I also have some other theories as well, but we'll go deal with that later. I will deal with it later because I have to mention the other matches because it kind of involves a bunch of matches. So
yeah, okay, that be what that be. Personally, if I had to pick a winner, I would say that this one, it kind of needs to be Lashley, right?
I mean, you would think. You would think
it has to be Lashley, just because again
it fits the narrative. I think they're trying to. Dude, like, Brock Lesnar, it's like taking Bobby Lashley for granted.
For the first time ever.
Yeah. And it's like, he's taking it for granted. Like, he's like, oh, you're not as big as I am, blah, 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 blah. So try to fit that narrative. But I can also see that Brock Lesnar can win, and then they can have a thing at WrestleMania, like you said.
I could see that. Like I said, if they were smart, in my opinion, they would have one of those,
If
it's
they
not
were
going to be a
smart.
very long match anyway.
Ha.
I mean, if they were smart, they would never have gotten into this situation in the first place where the championship was involved. But if
they're
they
not
absolutely
smart.
have to, if they absolutely have to, I would go with a Bobby Lashley DQ win. Then we could move on from there. But if I had to pick, I would say Lashley would take it, which means that Brock will. But my prediction is a Lashley win because it's the thing that I feel makes the most sense.
All right, okay, I could dig it. Let's go to the next match, shall we? That's the
Yeah.
Universal Championship. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. Oh, I'm sorry, Seth freaking Rollins. Let me get it right.
Seth freaking Rollins. Do you have with the Usos banned from ringside,
Right.
so we
No
can be
Usos.
absolutely sure that the Usos will be involved in the match.
Exactly.
This is almost as certain as the hometown hero will always lose, and the go home show winner will lose. That's the three rules. I don't know.
This one kind of confused because we all know who we want to win.
Listen, Roman is going to win because Roman is going to win for the rest of fucking eternity.
I would like Rollins to win.
Yeah.
I
Roman is. Yeah.
I think there is a slight possibility that he could win.
The only thing I am basing it on with Rollins is that Rollins has almost always had Reigns' number in the big matches. They could play off that. Whenever they've actually met in like the really big matches, Rollins has always actually won. And the problem is, I know, they're going to feed Roman and Brock together at Mania. I'm sure.
Okay,
maybe a triple threat with Bobby.
That for a second. Because, as Brock Lesnar wins his match, right?
Yep.
It's easier for Brock Lesnar because he's a free agent to go over to SmackDown and have Rollins take that belt and go have the Universal Champion on Raw, and then Rollins, and then whoever wins fucking Royal Rumble could go after Rollins. That could happen.
It could. I just don't think it will because I have lost all hope in WWE and their championship storytelling, especially when Reigns is involved.
I have
all faith gone.
I have a little bit of faith. Maybe I'm a fool.
Like I said, the only thing I could base some hope upon is if Roman. I know they want to feed Roman and Brock to each other at Mania, probably with Lashley as a triple threat or some shit like that. But if they let Roman beat Seth, especially if they let him beat him clean, name me one person in the entire damn company they could throw up against Roman with any degree of relevance. Anyone you would think people would care about.
We can talk about that when we do the 30-minute thing.
Yeah. I'm just saying that's the only thing I can.
Because I got some ideas that might.
I have some ideas as well. I have ideas to what they will do. I don't think they're good ideas, but Roman is gonna take this. It's gonna be a fine match. Roman is gonna take it.
I'm going for Rollins. Hopefully, I'm right.
Okay, I will.
You go for Roman. No, you go for Roman. All hope is lost for you. I'll go for Roman.
Hope has long since been lost for me. Okay. There is nothing left there that I give a shit about. So Roman is gonna win. He's gonna be a fine match, and then Roman's gonna throw a spear and after some interference from the Usos because of course.
Pretty much. That's pretty much it. But let's go to the next one.
The only other thing I could see if they actually hired Dean Ambrose or Jon Moxley for one night and have him fuck up Roman.
Maybe. We'll see.
Anyway, let's move on.
Okay, we got Edge and Beth Phoenix versus The Miz and Maurice.
This is going to be a great match.
The Battle of the Blondes.
Definitely the Battle of the Dark Blondes. I would not be surprised. There's only so and so many matches, of course, since you can't really talk about the Rumbles in this way. But I would not be surprised, again, if this was match of the evening.
I mean, it definitely would be a good match.
Reigns and Rollins is also going to have an amazing match. I mean, the match is going to be fantastic. It's just that, unlike that match, I actually care about this one.
I mean, I think it's going to be a really good match. Because you got, like, four great wrestlers, I would assume.
Yeah. Maurice has become a lot better over the years, actually, when she's in the ring. And, you know, Miz and Ed and the other three, I mean, Miz will go into the Hall of Fame at one point. And at this point, he deserves it. Not just because he's been there forever, because he's really just that good.
It's that damn good.
Damn good. Who's gonna win?
The blonde one.
I don't know. Yeah, the blonde one. The not square one, I guess.
The blondes.
I don't know. I mean, logic would dictate it should be Edge and Beth, but if they want to keep the story
it might
going,
be Maurice and
Miz. I mean, if they want to keep the story going,
I think
then it almost have to be Miz. Miz and Maurice, and the way the storyline has been building, I would not be surprised.
I mean, I would see it that way. Because, I mean, I think it would also be cool to see them at WrestleMania, too, to see what kind of...
Absolutely. That's where I want this to end, because they could tear down the house with this thing.
Just tear down the stage with it.
And if they want to do that, then I almost think Miz and Maurice kind of have to win. They have to win with shenanigans, obviously.
Clearly.
Because it's Miz and Maurice. But I still think I put my money on them.
Yeah,
I think it makes most sense.
Yeah. So we'll go with
the only thing I could say otherwise is if you want to end it all now, then it has to be Edge and Beth, obviously.
Clearly.
But if there's any chance it continues, especially to Mania, which I want to do.
Because, I mean, also Edge has been going on like a kind of like a winning streak, so kind of like, okay, let's just shut this shit down for a little bit.
Yeah. So no, I'm good with Miz and Maurice, and again, this is also one of those where I'm like, doesn't matter who wins, as long as it furthers the story, it's going to be good.
All right, let's go on to the next match. So we got the Raw Women's Championship, Doudrop versus Big Time Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch. I find it interesting. I don't think they plan to use Doudrop like this, but I find it interesting they're basically making her the new Nia Jax.
Yeah.
The big bully. You know, the physically big bully. She's not particularly tall, I guess, but...
she's basically big.
They turned her from they gave her a heel turn very quickly.
I mean, real quick.
To fit that particular. I don't even know if Becky is a heel right now. I'm not entirely sure how that works, to be completely honest.
I think it's probably
I think she's
a heel versus like a midtown heel or something.
Heel, yeah, I thought something like that.
Because I see Doudrop as a heel, but not as I mean, she definitely ain't no Charlotte Flair. She ain't that kind of heel, but she's just I get she got her mean streak, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Becky has to win this one. I don't see the logic for Doudrop to win it. I don't see where they can. It's not that I don't think she's good enough. I don't think she's big enough yet to hold the title, and I think they must have some plans for Becky at Mania.
I mean, okay, so here's some scenarios here. Yeah. If Doudrop wins, right, Becky could easily go. If Charlotte is leaving, supposedly leaving, she could easily go challenge Charlotte at WrestleMania.
To be fair, Charlotte has been supposedly leaving for the last 2 years.
Right. So I don't know if that's the thing or not. She can if Becky wins, she can go after Charlotte at WrestleMania because Charlotte wants that double championship.
There is another possibility, which I have actually been thinking about. Because Charlotte, we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, but Charlotte basically said that she doesn't have a match. She's going to go in the Rumble, and if she wins, instead of challenging, a champion, because she is the champion, she's going to use that power to announce her challenger. I could theoretically see Doudrop winning, and then Becky joining the Rumble somehow at the last minute and then winning it and then
there's
facing
so many
Charlotte.
different...
I would not be surprised.
This is why I like the Rumble, because there's so many different scenarios that could just happen.
Yeah, exactly. I personally think Becky is going to win, but that's because of what I think is going to happen. That's because of what I think is going to happen in the Women's Rumble. But I think Becky is going to win.
I mean,
but also I think it's a little bit too early for Doudrop to take the main title, right?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I like her. I actually.
Even for a day, yeah. I mean, I like Doudrop.
For a big girl, she's
very
basically
great. I'm not saying
Keith Lee. She's very good in the ring. Keith Lee. Now that's another name. Oh boy, that you fucked up, didn't you, WWE? Okay, enough of that. But yeah, Doudrop is very good in the ring, so I don't have a problem with this. So I just don't think it's time yet.
No,
I think she needs to be like. I think she needs another.
She needs more seasoning.
Yeah, basically, not necessarily in the ring, but also to let the audience get used to her and so on.
Get used to her character, because I mean, for once she was all like this bubbly, like to just turn and flip, like what the fuck, WWE.
And like I said, twist of a flip. She's now Nia Jax 2.0 basically. Hopefully more safe in the ring, so they don't have to fire her as well.
Right.
Until she gets popular, and they have to fire her because we can't.
No, we don't like popular people in our fucking midst.
No.
All right. Well,
anyway,
let's go on with the main things here. What we came for.
Yeah.
So we got I'm gonna do the men's first. Royal Rumble. So what I have. If I miss somebody, you let me know.
Yep.
Austin Theory, Omos, Randy Orton, Riddle, Otis, Chad Gable, Dolph Ziggler.
I have the full list here if you want me to run it down.
Robert, can you let me finish and then you can...
No!
God dang, Robert Roode, Kevin Owens, Big E, Rude. AJ Styles, Damian Priest, Johnny Knoxville, Sami Zayn, Kofi Kingston, Happy Corbin, Madcap Moss, Sheamus, Angelo Dawkins, Montez Ford.
Angelo Dawkins?
What's his name? Then the Mysterios, Ray and Dominic, and whoever else I'm missing, I don't know.
Did you have Randy?
Yep. I had Randy, you're too busy fucking talking.
Then I think we have everyone. I couldn't remember if you said Randy when you had Riddle, but yeah, then I think we have everyone.
I did. You're talking.
Like I said, the interesting thing here is that there is 16 guys or 15 guys from Raw, like 6 guys from SmackDown, and then Johnny Knoxville. So I have to assume there'll be a bunch of SmackDown guys.
And Johnny Knoxville's gonna win it all. Woo!
Yeah! Woohoo! Man, that'll be a thing, wouldn't it?
He always has like some celebrity that comes in.
The worst part is, oh my god, maybe it's just because I watched WCW back in the day, but this is like, god damn it, this is like,
Vince Russo?
Yeah, this sounds like something Vince Russo could have done. It's not even a lie. No, it's the movie. Of course it's the movie. And Knox will probably think it could be fun to be in a wrestling thing.
I mean, obviously it's for the fucking movie.
Yeah. There's going to be more SmackDown guys coming in, and then there's probably going to be room for 2 or 3 surprises. I don't think there's going to be that many. We talked about this earlier before we came on. I don't think there's going to be that many surprises.
Because we had technical difficulties earlier today.
Sorry?
So we had technical difficulties?
Yeah, we had technical difficulties earlier today, so we had a little chat before we went live. I don't think there's going to be that many surprises this year. Just
Surprise!
Because
there's transgenders mostly.
Yay! Sheamus is transgender. He's going to be competing in the women's rumble
Yay!
now. I don't think there's that many people out there who is available. To be honest, of the people I would think would be relevant. I could see 1 or 2 maybe from NXT coming up. I could see maybe Braun Strowman, who is, I think, unaffiliated right now. But other than that, almost everyone I could put my hands on is already signed with others. On the other hand, as we'll get to in the Women's Championship, for once they've actually hired someone who is under contract with someone else. I don't think that has ever happened before
Hey man, a deal's a
in
deal.
in
Maybe,
my
maybe that was a
my
contract
memory.
before.
Could be.
You know what I'm saying?
Could be.
She has to live up to her contract.
Yeah, I mean, she's actually champion on another federal. It doesn't matter. We'll get to that
I
in a
mean,
second.
obviously she ain't gonna win. I don't know.
Anyway, who's gonna win the men's? I have 3 possibilities I see, sort of just
what
off
are
the top
they?
of my head. One of them is Austin Theory, just because they are obviously building him towards something. Right. I don't think he's actually gonna win. I think he's just gonna be like Final 4 or something.
He's gonna be close.
But I don't think he's actually gonna win. I think Omos needs to be considered because they are obviously wanting to do something with him. Right. I don't hope so, but he's another one that could theoretically perhaps challenge Roman, for instance.
Okay.
You know. The last one is a surprise entrance that I just can't think of right now.
Surprise! He can't think of it.
Yay! Surprise! The surprise is gonna win. I mean, Styles could take it. I don't think Styles has won a Rumble yet.
I think that was one of my top picks of Styles because even.
I mean, you could match Styles
with all the 4 people that are in those championships between all those 4 guys. I feel like Styles would be, phenomenal. In all those matches.
I agree.
I
get it, and you're right. I mean,
I think
Styles would be my. If you ask me, Styles would be my personal favorite.
Yeah.
Just because I think it would fit everything better.
I think
or fit everything best.
I mean, for the looks of everything, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, based on the people in now, we're missing guys. Based on the people in now, say Theory, Styles, Omos, and someone being the last 4, and then Styles somehow ending up taking it. That would be my best guess, but I don't know.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's always, you never know. But I mean, I'm going for Styles as my pick.
You know what? Let's do that. Let's put it on Styles.
I mean, I'm gonna give it like almost probably gonna get like the most eliminations. That's for sure.
Oh no! I mean, Omos is going to get most eliminations, unless.
I mean, if they're smart, they will, throw Omos out as soon as possible. If they're smart.
Yeah. If they're smart, but they're not smart.
But I don't see. I mean, I honestly don't see Omos winning. Because I just don't see Omos as like I'm looking at the big picture. I'm looking at WrestleMania. I don't see Omos
headlining Mania.
No, not even as a mid card. I'm sorry, like no disrespect to Omos.
Omos is just not ready. Omos is not ready to have a wrestling match yet.
Right? I just disrespect for him. No disrespect. I know he's working hard and everything like that, and he's big and strong and everything like that.
I'm sure he will be.
I'm sure someday he will be, just not right now.
No, I'm with you. Omos needs squash matches. That's the only thing Omos needs right now, and then work in the power plant. Sorry.
All right. Center. How do you think? Before we move on, what do you think Kofi Kingston's gonna do from not being eliminated?
You know what? I'm not even going to predict it because with all the stuff that's been going on over the years, I don't like to predict. He is going to do something like he's going to be thrown off and then land at the, barricade towards the audience, and then 2 other people are going to be thrown out, and he's going to walk on them back to the ring.
Oh my God, I would love to see that. That'd be awesome if he actually did that. If he did that,
that would be awesome.
You should go play the lottery.
Yeah.
He'd be like, oh shit, let me go play the lottery. I feel lucky.
I feel like that's what I think he should do. I don't know if he's going to, but that's what I think he should do.
That's like one of the things I always enjoy between him and Naomi. Is like, all right, how are they going to like get back in the ring this time?
Yeah, it's always fun. I mean, unfortunately, Woods is injured, as we figured out. But I know Kofi's going to do something, because I mean that's literally Kofi's only reason to be in the Rumble. We know he's not going to win. Not this year, at the very least.
Right.
So, That'd be what that be. Let's go with AJ Styles. I think Styles
Yeah,
could be a good.
I think it's.
Styles could be a good choice.
I
and a
mean,
good
this is all because
possibility, yeah.
we don't know who the other people are going to be.
Of
so
course,
far,
we don't know who else is coming in. We don't know who the surprises
prices are going to bar exactly. So
a lot of this is also, as we say, going to be dependent on the other. I mean, men's Royal Rumble is probably going to be the last match of the night, or the first, but probably the last match of the night, and the Lesnar and Lashley and Reigns Rollins matches are going to be determining a lot of what's going on in the Rumble as well.
Word. Well, let's move on to the last match that I have, which is the women's Rumble.
The women's.
So we got Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Charlotte Flair, Naomi, Rhea Ripley, Nikki ASH, the Bellas, Carmella, Queen Selena, Lita, Michelle McCool, Kelly, Dana Brooks, Natalia, Mickie James, Tamia, Shayna Baszler, Summer Rae, Aaliyah, Shotzi.
Yep.
And whoever else fucking comes along.
I'm glad to see Lita back. I want Lita to win.
I
She's not going
love
to,
Lita.
but I want
She's
Lita to
my
win.
favorite wrestler.
I mean, Lita
in the
is
Attitude
probably
Era.
she's not entirely my favorite women's wrestler of all time, but she is very, very close.
I mean, she's my top. She's on my top 10.
Yeah, I'm just in general wrestlers, yeah, but I mean, I think the only.
I mean, this one right here is, for me to pick, is kind of hard because if Becky wins, I would like to see Liv win the Rumble.
Absolutely.
And challenge Becky for the belt.
I have 5 possibilities and 1 scenario, so to speak.
Well, what are they?
1, Queen Selena. I don't think so, but if they're actually serious about her, they need to do something soon before. We have talked about this before, how they build up Selena and then she basically goes away for half a year and everyone forgets about her. I think she is, but I mean, is that enough for what they are building her for?
I don't know what the hell they're building her for. I haven't been paying attention to her, to be honest.
I mean, no, I'm just saying they're always very good at building Selena up and then forgetting about her. Also,
she's short.
Even if she's
they probably can't see
that. even if she's actually, even if she's actually women's champion right now, in that case, tag team champion, in that case with Carmella, I think. Who cares about the women's tag team?
I care. Damn it! No, fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, no offense. I want to care. I really want to care. And I've said before, I think the women's division needs more titles.
It's because
but
they don't make it.
WWE don't seem to care. So why do I care? Selena is a possibility, but it's a very long shot.
What's your other 4?
Second is a returning Bayley, which is what I personally want.
I mean, yeah, that's one. That's another one I wouldn't mind.
Yeah,
taking.
Liv Morgan, as you said.
Uh-huh.
Charlotte, just because, it would be something they would do, right? Give Charlotte a time.
I mean,
and
it would be like.
Her.
It would. I don't know if it's done before, but I think it'd be a time where an actual champion actually won the Rumble.
Yeah,
and pick their own opponent, so that would be cool to be.
I could see the storyline, right?
Yeah.
And it's something they would do for Charlotte. Yeah, she's on her way out, as she has been for years now. So
right. So I mean,
if she's
that
not
could be
actually on her
interesting.
way out,
That could be
it was
cool.
something I could see happen. Yeah. And my last possibility is, of course, one we haven't mentioned, but who I cannot imagine not being in the Rumble, and that is Little Miss Bliss.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not there officially, but I could see.
I could see also Asuka coming back.
Asuka could come back, but I don't think she will come in and win immediately.
Well, maybe not. It depends.
I mean, Asuka is another possibility. I mean, if you have to ask me right now...
I would like for her to come back as Kana, but that's just me personally. But,
that'd be what that be. Again, the one we talked about earlier, by the way, is that Mickie James is back for the Rumble. And Mickie James is actually, right now, reigning women's champion at Impact, the old TNA.
But we're, talking about that earlier. We're like, oh, maybe she has on contract, and maybe she has a contract to do Rumble, and she don't want to break the contract, so maybe she's doing that.
Maybe she just
some time.
Just really likes
Rumble.
Maybe she just really likes the Rumble.
Oh
You
no,
know, it's
maybe.
like if I get the opportunity, I need to be able to participate. Or maybe WWE and Impact is actually getting closer to each other, because I could see Impact being like, well, we are kind of losing viewers also to AEW. We need to do something here.
I mean, I can see that too.
There's various possibilities. Again, you could also see they seem to have gone away from wanting NXT people there, but there are definitely also NXT girls that could be fun to see in the Rumble.
I mean, it's like, okay, like you said, Bailey. Yeah. I would like to see Bailey. I would like to see, depending on who wins the women's championship, Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan.
Who else?
I mean, I'm putting my money. I can't make a full decision. I'm putting my money on Liv or Bailey. Those are my personal choices.
I mean, yeah, because I mean, everybody else is kind of like.
With Alexa as a strong outsider, those are the three possibilities, and I can't really choose between them. I mean,
I know it's never gonna happen, but I really would like to see AJ Lee back. But I know it's never gonna happen.
We all want to see AJ.
I would just love to see AJ Lee back and take over, and just but you know, just.
I don't care if AJ won. I would just like to see it. It's never going to happen.
I know it's never going to happen. Let me dream.
Yeah. Listen, I'm with you. I'm dreaming as well. I'm trying to convince myself that as long as she's in a relationship with Punk, it's not going to happen. But, you know.
We need to get rid of Punk.
Please. AJ, just once. Just once. You don't even have to do anything. You just have to come to the ring. That's all we want. You don't have to come to the ring.
Just stand outside the apron. Right there, and then be like, fuck it, and then leave. I'm like, we saw her!
You don't have to come into the ring. Just skip down to the ring and then go away again. It's fine.
Right, fine.
Thank you, AJ. This was everything we ever wanted.
That was worth the money.
Yeah, exactly. I'll pay for the pay-per-view just for that.
I'll pay top dollar just for that alone. Yeah. But she didn't fight. But she was there.
Yeah, exactly. She only showed up. Yep, that's all.
That's all I ever wanted.
Also, Summer Rae, Kelly. I mean, with any luck, we might get a Mean Girls reunion or something. Sorry. Not Mean Girls. What was it they were called? Sorry. You know who I'm talking about.
LeCool?
Yeah, LeCool. Sorry.
Oh, I miss LeCool. That was one. As far as like divas,
Michelle is there, so maybe Layla can come back.
Maybe maybe she could be a surprise. Who knows?
Yeah, not impossible.
We'll see on Saturday. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it for the predictions. Yep. Hopefully, some of our predictions. I mean, we've been pretty good lately with our predictions, to be honest with you.
Our predictions have been fine.
But I mean, not really that hard, because I mean, WWE is a fucking mess. So it's kind of like, how many ways I can fuck up?
Once we realize that WWE's roster is going to be Roman Reigns with every title, fighting Brock Lesnar for eternity, predicting things were incredibly easy.
Well, let's see what happens. I'm gonna be open-minded and see what happens.
Let's do one thing more. Just one last thing before we go. Who's going to be the Iron Man?
I don't know.
Or Iron Woman. Always someone who's in there for like ever and ever and ever. I would not be surprised if it was Riddle for the men.
Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna say Aaliyah, just cause I want to be an ass.
Yeah, no. I'm good with that. I don't have a problem with that.
I mean, she did pin Natalya like the quickest ever.
Yeah. So what? 32 seconds?
Yeah.
Weird. Maybe she can throw her out and beat, was it Santino or Chavo's record of less than a second for elimination?
Maybe.
We'll see.
We shall see. But yeah, guys, that's it. Don't forget, Royal Rumble is on Saturday. Don't forget to tweet happy birthday to Tim on Saturday.
Thank you.
And we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.